Well, how's it going, Kingsman? Welcome back to the NTW3 Battlefield. Are you guys ready for another clan battle? Because that's what we have here today. We have a battle between the Napoleonics and the IZ clan. Now, we haven't seen the IZ play. Not really a lot of actually... I haven't really seen the Napoleonics play very much. I'm not sure if this is even the first or second, maybe, battle. It's been a minute since I've seen them. Seen a lot more of, like, the Rheinbund and RC and IZ and all those clans playing. So, you know, some new players, new faces on the field. Be excited to see what they get up to. So we are on the historical map of Stockach. I do not think these are the historical cores for that. I honestly don't even know the Austrian points. There's 3 Austrian armies and 1 Russia-Austria army. For the IZ, they are the coalition. Now the Napoleonics are the French, the Imperials. So we have a 13-point Soult here, a 9-point Murat, a 6-point Davout, and then a 7-point Bernadotte. Now, I think Murat is that heavy cav corps. Yeah, it looks like a lot of heavy cavalry. So I am very curious how they are going to play this. Obviously, whoa. They just lit up this light cav just scouted the entirety of this Austrian army almost. And a little bit of a spat back and forth with the cavalry, but yeah, we have a lot of Austrians, a lot of grenadiers. I was wondering if this is 1806. This is like, oh, what's his name? I'm totally blanking on the guy that has either, he can take a lot of heavy cavalry, he can take a lot of grenadiers, but I'm blanking. But, oh well, we'll figure it out at some point. Someone probably in the comments even. Okay, so we have some Voltigeurs from 30-point Soult taking an LOC here. Obviously wanting to stop the Austrians. They're rolling straight through here. You see Cav kind of screening. A nice little screen with some Chasseurs Cheval and some cavalry to protect them. Me pushing up, trying to push back the cavalry. It's honestly a screen of sorts. It forces back the enemy Cav without them being able to see much of your army. You can see all these guys are hidden. But it looks like we have a lot of light infantry rolling up here. Oh no, maybe not. I'm curious where that 13-pointer is going to plan on going. I mean, looks like they're actually falling back, interestingly. Maybe it's because they have a Austria and a Russia converging on their... I mean, that's probably a wise decision here. You have at least 3 armies in this one little area that are going to encircle you if you don't push out. Especially being the 13-pointer, you got a lot of pressure on you to perform well as the highest points in the game. You can see Russia, maybe they're going to put some pressure on Soult. This may be some of their best opportunities to put pressure on them. Got a lot of Dragoons pushing across. Soult hopefully can get himself out of there. I don't think he'd survive if he got attacked by that much of the coalition. And keep in mind, they have reinforcements that are a decent ways away, especially their cav support. And oh boy, they got a lot of heavy cav. I'm curious how they're going to use that. It's been a long time since I've seen a Murat with tons of cuirassiers. Now that is always a pain for the coalition when the enemy has heavy cav like this. So I guess we'll see how they react to it. You know, some carabiniers. But they'll take their time, guys. They'll take them a while to get over there. It's going to be Soult on his own for the time being. Obviously pulling back. Russia actually looking to be maybe starting to put some pressure to take this hill. Horse artillery firing on Soult as he falls back. We have the other Austria making his appearance. The nice thing is the coalition are slower moving, guys, way slower than the coalition, so they can get themselves way more mobilized and move way faster to be able to get out of a sticky situation. As you just saw there, they moved it, although they actually aren't totally falling back. They have a whole line here. I mean, Austria is pushing directly at them, so they're going to hold this side. Maybe they're going to push up with Bernadotte taking a bit of a flank here and stopping the Austrians. But this is an entire Austrian army. I don't think that the French could actually hold that. Artillery still really hitting this side. They don't have a lot of cover. And we definitely have, oh, we got a lot of artillery already opening up. have a cav charge here? Yes, we do. We have some Shasta Cheval and some Russian Kazakis. But there's infantry support, so this is going to be a little easier for the French to hold. They give some very solid volleys here. And the rest of Bernadotte is almost there, the rest of Murat, so pretty soon here I expect we will see a united French army. At this point, Soult doesn't even need to fall back too much. Infantry pushing up here. You can see Russia has actually pushed across the river. Maybe Russia's going to go... Oh yeah, we have a full-on advance from the coalition here. Look at that. Austria pushing across the river there. The Russians pushing across here. You have Austria pushing over here. I do not know where the other Austrian army is, honestly. I think... Did they spawn, like, way over here? I don't know where this other Austrian army is. Well, maybe there's two right here. Yeah, I bet you there's two. So, yeah, huge concentration in this nice open field. Nice hill, though, that the French can hold. But they obviously got a little more of a concern here because the coalition are advancing in a very, very focused manner here. Oh, yeah, look at this concentration. They're, like, literally, from here, they're like, yeah, just go straight. So here... and then you can see Austria pushing here. Soult is about to get hit from probably 3 sides here. And by almost all 4 of the coalition. However, it looks like he's going to try to take part of this hill at least. Oh man, the Russians are so close. You're about to see, yep, you can see the bayonets peeking over the hill. They are really close. Ooh, actually, I think that hill sheltered them. I think they missed every shot. Now we do have the light infantry company making their stand here in the forest against Austria. Austria having a couple of troops already start dropping as they're pushing forward. But I don't think they're at all dismayed at this point. They could take this fight, especially pushing from multiple sides. Cavalry coordinating with infantry. They may actually, yeah, we may have some melee using cavalry and infantry. Oh, they should have gone for it. With all this infantry, they could have pushed. However, yeah, there's nothing here on the flank yet. There's a little cavalry. But still, we have Bernadotte. I don't think that's even the entirety of his army. The rest of it's right here. So Bernadotte looks to be taking this left flank. Interesting enough, France is falling back. He does not want to take this fight in the tree line, which is, I mean, that's acceptable. He was definitely outnumbered. There's a lot of Austrians pushing. Russia seems to have taken a bit of a step back for a second. You have the Austrians advancing in the center. As Soult is setting up, I'm assuming, some sort of defensive line. Ooh, and Austria is now going to get some nice volleys off already. And you see Russia actually falling back with Soult pushing with a decent amount of weight here. Russia's gonna fall back, maybe use the town for some defense, maybe even pull them into his artillery pieces. But you can see, guys, the artillery for the coalition is in a beautiful, beautiful position. They can see almost the entirety of the French lines. Granted, these guys probably are hidden, but still. Now Murat is on the field. So we're definitely going to start seeing probably a little bit more cav play from the Imperial side here. And where there was maybe an advance to the attack, we may have a little bit more of a slow advance instead of going straight at the enemy from the coalition. You see they're pulling back, probably reforming, letting more of their reinforcements get there. They probably want the full weight of their army. Numerically, they probably have more infantry than the Imperials do, especially with that cav corps from Murat. That is one less army that the Imperials have when it comes to infantry. However, that heavy cav is going to be super crucial, especially against Austria. Austria and Russia don't have a lot of squares, and so the coalition's probably going to rely on counter cavalry a lot, using artillery as well to blast Murat's cav before it makes it to the front, really focus them down so that they lose a lot of men. That's probably going to be their big hope. the biggest thing I think that the coalition is going to have to watch out for is those massive cav assaults. That is going to be the danger in this fight. Now, we do have a cav charge going for the skirmishers. Russia trying to go for 3 different skirm units, and he may at least take out 2 of those. However, he definitely is getting hit really hard, and that may break. Yeah, that's going to break. However, the back charge by the Chasseur Cheval may actually cause some friendly losses. Unfortunately, the skirmishers got a good volley up on the Russian dragoons. That really hit it tough on those poor cav units. They lost a lot. Plus the side volleys from those from light infantry. I'm surprised, actually. Both sides seem to be shooting very well. Like, there's no real lag. Sometimes you'll see a battle where the one side will have a delay of shooting and not immediately shoot. I'm not seeing that at all, which means it is going to be a very good battle. Look at the Austrians. They're setting up, guys. They are getting ready to make some assaults. Even more troops making their way up. Man, so much infantry in this spot. We have this nice raging fight in the forest. Brandt's holding the edge. Bernadotte is throwing forward the full weight of his army. He does have 5 total, so I'm not sure if he's trying to waste some or divert some forces over to this side. I would just leave 2 here and honestly pull the rest over and help with this fight, because that's going to be a waste. Murat looks like he may be making, Murat may be making his way up towards the front lines here. Austria's going to have to start watching out here. You can see he's actually shuffling cavalry of his own to meet the Murat. I'm assuming it's Murat he's going to try and meet. Oh yeah, look at this mass of infantry and cavalry making their way up. We're going to probably see some action pretty soon here. If you're here for the heavy cav charges, well, this is your moment to enjoy. Now, the artillery may get some good volleys. You can see it's artillery. I'm actually assuming that the cavalry is going to try to go for that artillery piece. But you can see that the coalition was very ready for this. And now we have dragoons facing chevaliers and lancers flanking. Murat's now going to send forward his cavalry.
Our men are running, sir.
Beautifully repelled for that initial cav charge. Now Austria's getting very close here. Man, this is, okay. Just strategy aside, this is beautiful, guys. This is gorgeous. And you can't say it's not. Look how beautiful this is. Man. Oh, we have Murat going in. Where is he going? Where is he going? Yep, he's going to charge. This Austrian line probably cannot form square. And this is the beginning of what I was talking about. The heavy cav just going to start charging, constantly going. Let's see what Austria does. Ooh, beautifully received on that cav charge. They do form a square. Not the most incredible of bayonet or cav charges for Murat. There's a square, and then the beautiful counter charge of the cavalry even. Look at this charging infantry. They're trying to go in for that square, and now Murat is going to send in more cavalry here, sending in lines as well right into the Austrians. You can see it a little disorganized here by Austria. But he does have a nice shooting. If he can get his troops set up, he can start shooting the French in the side as they're trying to bayonet charge Austria. But you see Murat he's tying up troops way deep behind some of the Austrian troops. But things are starting to not look so good for Austria. Now it's not a mass rout yet. But this is definitely starting to look a little concerning as they're starting to make impact in a lot of lines. This is where things start getting messy, guys. When I'm talking about messy, I mean like accidental exploits, accidental FIM, accidental blobbing. Sometimes there's so many units and you click on... You think you're clicking on that one, but you're clicking on this one with multiple units. It's just a mess. Beautiful counter charge with the cavalry, trying to stop Murat. Man, it's just a cycle of cav back and forth. Now, I do not think Murat needs to mass up all his cav here. He's not going to do much once his cav is already in the way. France is doing a good job starting to break this front line of Austria. However, there is a lot of Austrian infantry set up to start shooting on the flanks here. However, Austria has troops in front of other troops. He can't even start shooting yet. But you can see, man, France just keeps trying to get in a melee with Austria, and then they keep pulling back and sending cav in. Now Austria will start running out of cavalry eventually, and then they will not be able to be saved. We have another charge here, rolling down another Austrian line. As the fight's kind of trickling down here, along with Bernadotte now engaging, we do have Russia maybe starting to have an engagement. Maybe Russia needs to make a push to kind of even the odds. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to. I'm sure he's engaged. Yeah, he's Russian cavalry and Russian heavies. Oh, this is exactly what is needed right now for the coalition. And you can see the cavalry cycling in and out. Now that did break that cav unit. But you can see France is getting chewed up a little bit. He can't push everywhere because whenever he pushes, Austria has extra lines. So he'll pull this line back and this line will fire at France. France needs cavalry to kind of close that distance. Over here, the infantry has closed in and actually is starting to really break up this Austrian line. Now you see Austria is counter-volleying on the side, sending in cav units to stop French infantry from being able to close in for melee and get another volley off in the corner here. Doing very, very well here. Murat charging in more cavalry here. He's trying to chew up this line, or at least catch it up so he can send in some more lines of infantry, or his ally can at least. But oh man, this is not going as smoothly as you'd want. Oh, okay, there's another whole fight happening here, where it looks like Bernadotte sending some Chevaliers, maybe taking out artillery piece, some Austrian infantry. So Austria is starting to cave on the side. Beautiful charge on these hussars on the Austrian lines. Okay, so this side's not looking very good at all. This side is holding up. Austria is holding beautifully considering they're getting pushed by Davout, Soult, and Murat. You can see even Russia charging in for the counter. Both sides are cycling in and out constantly. There's so much happening, guys. I am not able to catch it all. This is a bit of a nasty battle here. This right side is caving a little bit under the pressure of Bernadotte. And so now he is going to actually pull back, it looks like, trying to do his best to stay away from Murat's cav. Now, Murat's probably trying to do multiple fights at once. It's not going well. I think Russia's actually shifting his troops over to this side. But here we go. This may be the coordinated attack. Gotta watch out, though. This flanking fire on this infantry is still not going to be easy. But France still has managed to close in on several points in the line. You can see the Russian heavy cav is ready to go in as soon as the Austrians break. France going in against this Austrian line here. Russia has some troops on the left, but most of it's shifting up. Okay, there we go. The heavy cav's going in. This Austrian line has broken. Why, honestly, Soult got chewed up here. That's my opinion. I think a lot of his troops are very... Yeah, look at this. 40 men, 58 men. Beautiful charge with the Austrian cavalry. And then some infantry charging in here as France starts breaking. Soult's actually going to mobilize more cavalry here. This Russian heavy cav just stopped this break. Imagine being a heavy cav unit. Man, you were ordered to go in and close the gap in a line, and you did that. You see Murat's going to send in some of his crosshairs who are winded. Still not a very, very... Yeah, this is not very smooth for either side. Both sides are really microing really hard. Beautiful charge here as well by Russia. Going in for that French infantry, and now he's going to go in and try to flank these cuirassiers as Russia tries to get his heavies out of there. They're probably getting exhausted. He wants to probably rest them. There's an Inspire. Oh, this Russian cav broke. Oh my gosh, more cavalry pouring into this gap. Another flanking charge against more Austrian infantry, now causing a break. This gap is still needing to be plugged. However, Russia may finally be getting some infantry into the center line. Artillery setup that's going to really start focusing down Murat. Unfortunately, these Russian heavies probably are going to be stuck in a melee and will not be able to get themselves out of there. Austria is sending in some cavalry as well, and then infantry is actually rushing into the fray here as well. I'm sorry, guys, I've not been able to catch even this right side as well here. Man, there's so much happening. Too much at once. But Murat still pushing this Austrian line. Austria forming squares where they can. You can see the cycle of cavalry. Artillery set up to try to force back this French advance, because France is looking very, very strong here. Austria still falling back, still trying to hold here. Oh, Russia's actually making a bit of a move here. Murat trying to get his troops, or his cavalry, out of there. As he lost one, he doesn't want to lose another. He's going to start running low on cavalry, and Russia still, in Austria, still have plenty of cavalry. Alright, so we have Soult maybe going to start putting pressure as Russia has fallen into more of the center line here. Austria holding as best they can against Bernadotte. He does have a little bit of cavalry to help support him. But you can see Bernadotte has infantry up in the front lines. Artillery is getting very dangerously close to these front lines as well, so it's going to be a tough fight. France is maybe going to start having some uphill fighting. We'll see. Every time I think this thing's about to calm down, guys, it reignites again. Now, Austria still holds the LOC. And he has some light infantry that are probably getting some really nice kills here. Austria actually could afford to fall back even more. He has some nice flanking fire. Like I said, the artillery set up in a beautiful position to start really pummeling this front line. This left side seems to be engaging just a little bit now. Have you ever seen this battle, guys? It's been amazing. Big smile on my face while watching this. This has just been so hard fought. I love it. Alright, we got another push. Davout trying to maybe go for... Oh, he's going for the horse artillery. I think he's going to get it, sadly. Yeah, unfortunately he got it. The other Russian horse artillery is going to get himself away. Oh, do we have a general? Oh, that's Hussars. Alright. Yeah, Austria's still falling back. Now, he does have an LOC he can maybe get himself to. He is still trying to get himself away. France is being super persistent. Grenadiers catching some more Austrian troops. You gotta watch out. The cavalry is going to help support this line. But still, France is rolling over the flank here on the side. The center, not so much of an easy fight. Grenadiers in the LOC, so they probably will take that. But this side definitely calmed me down. Let's see what's the state of the army here. We have Murat. He has 55, 55, 58. No, wait. Yeah, 55, 58, 55. Okay, so his cav's pretty depleted. Probably the strongest unit of cav he has is right there. All winded. This is active. That's not bad. Very tired. We have Soult actually looking to counter. Let's see. Are we going to get a... Russia's pushing out. Oh my goodness. Austria's pushing out. This is a huge push on the left flank. Or on the French right. So this is actually a concern here. Soult does not have the forces, at least... Well, he does have the forces for a bit of a stand, but he's going to have to pull resources back, and he can't. There's nothing to pull back. Murat's going to have to send reinforcements over, because this push is looking very good for the coalition right now. This hold, this could be a very good hold. Austria just has to get these routing troops away. Over here you can see Austria in a melee here, just trying to hold, but they don't have enough men. They don't have enough men, guys. This flank's probably going to cave, and Bernadotte seems very strong. So while this flank is going, well... Oh, not bad. Not bad for France, actually. They're breaking this flank. How? Oh, what is happening? What happened? The cavalry broke. Infantry are breaking. Austria. Oh, wow. This is a huge break for France. Hugely unfortunate for the coalition. That was a very good push, I thought. Not looking so hot now. What's left of this Austria is just still pushing, but that means Bernadotte now has reinforcements to start rolling over the flank, with the flank almost entirely gone. These Dragoons are about to break. But France can start rolling over this side, this hill, and what lies over this hill is the rest of the coalition's lines. And you see, Austria just mass routed. Man. I think it's just the triggered mass routes at this point. Friends routing, it's just not going well for the coalition anymore. And they did so well in their hold. They really did against Murat. It's tough to go against those corps, against those combination of French infantry. It is tough. And they played so well. I was really actually kind of hoping they'd win. I'm assuming they don't just because of how the battle seems to be going, but you never know. What's Murat doing up in the front lines? What's he doing? Oh, that was not a very good cav charge. Being totally honest, that was not the greatest of cav charges. This infantry, oh, okay, there's the bulk of it. Uh-oh. Gosh dang it, did they lose Murat? Okay, where's Murat? I think they lost Murat, guys. I feel like that's wrong. That you fail. Okay, I'm never gonna find him in that mass. Oh, there we go. Another cav charge, though. Russia gonna try their best to stop it. But we have an all-out cav engagement with infantry now. I think it's the beginning of the end for the coalition. Over here, they just have so many Austrians that are routing. It's going to cause the coalition not to be able to even stand well. Their morale is probably in the tubes. Yeah, and there we go. Murat's general's dead, so the general staff is trying to... Oh, that's sad. Murat never got to see the victory. You know, he never got to see the true and final victory. Here we go. France charging uphill. There we go, Bernadotte's coming over the flank. Unfortunately, I think that flank, I wish I'd been able to see everything at once, but there was too much happening here. It looked like the Austrians were holding a line. And then the cavalry from Bernadotte with infantry just crushed it. I saw Austrian cavalry had broken artillery. I saw French cav in multiple areas. One was running on the flank, one was right here. I'm assuming that's what happened there. Ooh, we have a bit of a cav charge. Oh, Bernadotte was not expecting that. Bavarians in the thick of a fight against cavalry. Wow, Austria's really going for it with the Russians here.
Our men are running.
Because that's the only front that's really still holding. You see over here, Russia is kind of in a last stand mode here, getting really focused down, and the rest of the coalition is broken in the center. This right flank actually is the only thing that's kind of holding at the moment. All this cav, unfortunately, couldn't really be used, it seems. That's a lot of heavy cav. I think the terrain just didn't... I mean, once Murat started going in, it was kind of tough for this heavy cav to get anywhere. But this is basically the end, or almost the end of this battle at this point. The only Austrians that are left is with a little bit of Russian cavalry here. There's one or two brave Russians trying to hold You're about to run away, I'm sure. I just realized one of the players in the IZ clan, I've basically recorded almost all of his losses. Sorry, Data L. I'm sorry. It's not intentional. It's not intentional. It's just fate, I guess. I don't know. Alright, so they get impact. I mean, even hitting a square, they still cause a lot of damage here. I think they may break that square, but I think he's going to lose his cavalry too. Yeah, I think, that's literally it. There's nothing left. Murat's probably gonna start rolling over. Oh, there's some Austrians left over here. Okay, so there's still an opportunity for an LOC victory, maybe. If Austria can go and grab some LOCs. I mean, there's 25 minutes remaining. I guess maybe. I mean, there's 2 pointers taken. There's a 4-pointer that the French are going for. Yeah, I don't know if they could do it. Just gotta appreciate the last stand, guys.
We have killed their general, sir. Now they must break.
Alright, the Russian general has been killed by Murat. So a little bit of revenge. And there he is. And every time I see Russia play the game, I always want to go watch War and Peace, you know? It's like one of those natural things that just happens. You watch, you play a Napoleonic Total War III battle, and then you want to go watch a Napoleonic featured movie or TV show or something. So many generals dying. Oh, Murat, what are you doing to your cavalry? No, Murat, don't do it. No. I guess that could break them. Still, they're going to shoot you before you even make it to the lines. These guys are literally almost firing in 2 directions. Do we have the last Austrian general charging in, or is he already dead? Oh, there he is. Go for it. Go die with honor. Alright, let's follow one of the few generals remaining on the field. Let's see if he gets away, if he gets a kill. Oh, is he gonna... Uh-oh. Oh, no, you didn't get away. Alright, I'm gonna fast forward. Enough of the theatrics. Wait, is there one more general? Wow. Oh, is this Murat's general staff? Okay. He got some. But yeah, a good battle. A win by the Napoleonics. Instead of the IZ. IZ seems to be having a bit of a losing streak at the moment. If I'm not mistaken. Maybe not. But I think they lost the last one. Which, you know, I guess you gotta have the wins and the losses. You know, you can't have both. But, yeah, we have the French here. Man, we had some, I'm assuming some running down of enemy troops. But, yeah. Let's pull up the results here. So, as you can see, we have on the French side, we have Menk with 867. You have Argens with 1985. Dante with 1673, and I'm Razor with 1425. On the other side, Kylie with 1037. You have King with 897, Scottish Person with 647, and Data L with 794. So definitely more kills on the French side, but still, that's some pretty good kills, even for losing on the coalition side, even taking such armies as the Austrians and Russians, which I still think those armies are so much fun to play. But unfortunately, they did not win today. And the French took victory. So that'll be it for me today, guys. Thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you all, as always, for the support on the channel, guys. I really do appreciate it. I know I've had rocky moments in the channel where I'm not posting as much. You guys still are around, even when I, don't post very much, and I appreciate that. I do notice it. So, that's about it, guys. You guys stay safe. Have a great rest of your day. And as always, I'll catch you all in another video.